Good afternoon, everybody. Oof, we've 4 people on. Let's give it a minute or two. Hello, Lana. Hello, Benita. Hello, Jacobus. It's good to see you on a call. Who else is joining
Feedback
us?
again.
Looks like it's only 3 so far. Everybody having South African Saturdays. Laziness. Right, we're not going to waste too much time. Other people will get on board. I've got quite a few things to say. We are recording, so the recording will be up after the call. First thing on the updates, we've got a challenge on one of my domains of the emails. IT people are busy sorting it out. It looks like all the mails are sitting there, but we can't log in as the admin list of emails is not visible. It is on the backup. There's 2 options to fix it: is to import the backup, or the other option, if that doesn't work, is to manually recreate the mail, and then automatically all the mails from the backup will pull over. But I'll update if anybody got mail issues which use my domains, the Stefan Root and the Gravy domains, just let me know, and then we can sort you out. That's concerning the mail issue. Seeds of Love. We had a few questions during the week about how Seeds of Love operate and what they're doing. Andrew Lomax is responsible for Seeds of Love. They've got a total of 1,938 members. From the first meeting up to now, that number never changed. The first 64 profiles, Andrew sponsored in 24 of them, and I sponsored in 40. Seeds of Love is now up to just under 360 profiles. What happens, Andrew, with the assistance of a few other people on the admin team of Seeds of Love, manages the profiles, take them through to silver, and then do a handover and then a name change. Very soon we will be able to change our own details on Gift of Legacy. So by the time they reach silver, they will be handed over on the list. I have no insight on the list of Seeds of Love. They're running on their own. The plan with Seeds of Love is 2,000 profiles. Each profile is also committed to take 8 more positions at the bottom of the submarine every time they cycle through the bronze board. And then we're also going to clone that 2,000. So they eventually, shortly after the first one is busy with handover, we will then go past the 2,000 mark on them. The other one that we sponsor infrequently is Auxilio. It is an NPO that we operating. We've got a list of charities who will benefit from the gifts in future. And also in that same basket is the 67 profiles and the lady profiles. The 67 project had 104 profiles. The lady profiles 55. We run them on the same file. Some people ask specific charities to benefit from the ones they sponsored in, which we will adhere to. And then the ones that didn't allocate a specific charity will work from the Auxilio list. But the lady profiles will go for women projects, and the 67 project mostly for youth projects or youth NPOs. We also got the ARC Foundation close to Pretoria West on board with a few profiles. We're going to very soon sit down with them. The Kana Foundation got a few profiles. We will work together and get a few things for them going. That's on the charity side. Version 2s, I'm busy following up with the people who did not register yet. I said, I think in the previous call, there's still 6 outstanding. We are busy following up, and there's 5 new ones, which I will allocate to their perpetual boards during the next few hours. There's no reason why a version 2 can't be registered and gifted. You just received your $100 on the version 1. Everybody knows how version 2 works. Follow the guidelines. We also have one person on a version 2 profile who received $37.50. I received $62.50 for that profile. Replaced him. I've gifted the legend $62.50, and now this person is disappearing. It's time to start naming the people in the groups. Don't be scared if you don't follow guidance. Feedback on the little groups that we've got. I eventually reached my limit on Telegram. I don't know why mine is so high, but I can't be added in more groups. So this morning I went to the bottom of my list of messages and started deleting groups that I don't use anymore. And then I'll carry on allocating the boarding call number to the title of the group, and then we start working in the group. There's a few people who recently sent in photos where boards were opened this morning. Some will be open during the weekend. I won't be in that group till I've got space to be added to more groups. But Elise will be in there and she will assist. If need to be, we will work on a relay system where I will relay messages to her and she can post it till I'm eventually in the group. We are busy closing a few groups. Like I said, there's 5 of them that's going to go to version 2 this weekend. So those groups can be left behind and then deleted. Christina reached her limit somewhere early in the week. We were planning to archive the groups on her name as owner, but that still counts as a group on your name. So we're moving all the information from a group before we close them to one group where only she and myself is in, and then we will delete the group, and then she can be added in more groups as well. Compression is now, looks like stage 2 or phase 2. And the latest news we've got is that there's 7 phases in total. I found quite a few boards this week where there was no compression yet. And then you work the board, make it ready for the rain. Prepare the board for compression. If you can get your board full with the first 7 members and leave the gifters open, then the rest of the people can work on the board. If you've got any board where there's a gifter, a builder position open, and you need guidance, send a photo and I will guide you through. Concerning compression on builder 1 and 3, most of you know by now what we do. We get a gifter in, gets confirmed. Basically, it's a sponsored position, and they will fill gift builder 1 and 3. 2 and 4 is more difficult. You need 3 people. I know we found quite a few legends this week. Dr. Ladene from the UK is one of them, who said he wants builder 4-fold. He will sponsor in 2 spots. So he sponsored 2 people in from our sponsor list. It was on a normal old board. We spoke to the people. They said they're happy to land there. He sponsored them in. He confirmed them. And then he took position number 7 for himself, which then trickled up to builder number 4. Very easy to operate a board like that if the legend works with us and have the same vision as us. Just a quick note on contacts on Telegram. If you ask to work in a group, make sure that Elise, who's opening the groups, is one of your contacts. Find a name in Telegram, open an info block, and make her a contact. And the same with me. Otherwise, we struggle to get you in the groups. It's useless if you ask us to make a group for you and we can't add you to the group. It is complete chaos. Then we found a lot of profiles got deleted because of people who didn't log in, and shockingly, a lot of legend positions as well. It doesn't break the lineage anymore because you follow your inviter's inviter or their inviter if that person is gone. But it caused the inviter to lose one of the invitees. And we find on a lot of boards, it's very time consuming to eventually get that person who's the inviter to get his full circle again. If you decide not to carry on, or if you don't want to log in anymore, contact us. We can take over the profile, manage it till we can change the details and allocate it to an NPO. Just to leave everything or to decide to quit Gift of Legacy got an effect on the Lineage. It slows it down. It takes time to fill that positions again, and they don't have people behind them, so we're splitting the Lineage. Eventually, it makes it stronger if that happens, but it takes time to do that, and we don't have time on our side currently. It's busy. It's very busy. Right, that's all the updates I've got for you. Interesting thing that I saw this morning, I think it was on Instagram, where somebody mentioned an oak seed. If you plant an oak seed in a small pot, that tree is not going to fulfill its destiny. It's not going to grow big. God gives you the seeds. Our Creator gives you the seeds. But you must plant it in the right area. It's useless to plant an oak seed in a pot. Don't limit yourself. We found some people this week who still got that spirit of scarcity on them, which is scary. It is very scary. Somebody yesterday in 5 groups made the same comment. And on Thursday's call, I said, how do you identify somebody who's living in a spirit of scarcity? It's in the words. If you ask a question like, when are you bringing in your 2 in a chat group? It means you're living in a spirit of scarcity. Everything happens at the right time. There's no reason to rush everything or anything. Right, that's all the updates I've got for today. So we covered Seeds of Love, we covered Auxilio, we covered the mini groups. It's working. We're finding the boards slowly but surely filling. There's not only 5 in the recent few days that closed, but there's a few more that's got only 1 or 2 gifters outstanding. And from the sponsors profiles, we are committed once they receive again to fill those boards. We start with the boards with who needs the least amount of people short. Compression, everybody up to date. I'm going to give you a chance to ask questions just now. And make sure on Telegram that we are your contacts so that we can add you to the groups if needed. All right, any questions? Silence is golden. It's shocking that there's only 6 people. Is load shedding so bad in South Africa currently that people don't get on a call? Lana, anything from your side in the training group that you are responsible for?
I can't think of anything, Stefan. Today I contacted Candice just to hear if this, this deletion thing is going to carry on for long, because I thought it's a little bit, deleting people that are actually would have carried on, but they, for some reason just didn't sign in. And then she said, no, they are going to carry on with it. There's a lot of people that they want to get rid of, that, the people that are just sitting there, not doing anything, just waiting, will sooner or later get tired of logging in, apparently, according to her. So they're not going to delete it. That's the only thing I have that I can comment on.
Yeah, I had quite a few discussions this week with a huge amount of people, 7 or 8 of them, about the 30-day period that if you don't log in. Is it really so difficult to log in once every 30 days? You're going to get a warning mail on 14 days before deletion, on 7 days, and on 48 hours. What is so difficult? I manage a huge amount of profiles for NPOs. I've got my own. And all I did was to allocate profiles to people that was willing at that stage to work and assist by logging in. But I also log in on that profile. I've got 4 people who's checking profiles. 2 of them are 100 each. One person I'm still filling up. She's on 910. And then I've got Yuri who's checking 607 profiles. The rest I check myself. But if any one of them on the file makes a color block, if there's any changes that make it red, I go back there, I go log in and change my file. If there's no change, at least once every 14 days, I log into every single profile on my list. And there's a huge amount. It's a huge amount of profiles that I'm assisting with NPOs and charities till they can manage their own profiles. So far from the start up to now, I managed to hand over 74 profiles to NPOs that they can carry on their own. I get them to silver, make sure their training is up to date, make sure they can organize people. Even if they can't do a presentation, they will call me, I'll go do the presentation. So if you've got 5 profiles or 10 profiles, some got a bit more, and you tell me you can't log in once every 30 days or once every 14 days, then you're not committed. Then if you're not even going to log in your profile, how are you going to spread the news and the seeds of Gift of Legacy? It's just not going to work. So I agree 100%. If you don't log in 30 days, get off the board and then we replace you with somebody else.
Yeah, that was more or less what
Even
she
if
also
compression
said.
doesn't take place, you put a gifter in there. If it's position 2 or 4 builder that's open, you work the board till you get that position filled. Easy as that. You wanted to say something else, Ilana?
And no, Stefan, I just wanted to say that that's more or less what she also said. She said if people don't log
Yes.
in, it means they're not the people we're looking for.
They're not the right-minded and the right-hearted people. If you don't look at your board, well, basically, I get to every single board at least once every 2 weeks. Some boards I log in 3-4 times a week. If there's movement on the board where I need to go confirm, or if I need to load more people or send out links. Sometimes there's one profile where I logged into about 12 times this week. Because 2 other people on the board started working. It's one of the older boards. I think it's dated 12 March. The 2 builders on the left side got their people in, and the one sent me a message, please don't confirm. All 4, we want to fill the other side of the board as well. So there was a lot of communication and a lot of logging in. Once they filled the right-hand side, then I confirmed the number 4 gifter. So sometimes I do log in 6, 7, 8 times in 1 week on a profile. If you understand our vision, if you understand what gifting is about, then it's not even work to log in. How long does it really take to log in? Go to the board chat, type in the date, look at the messages, log out and update your file. It's not really that long. You can do it in the evenings instead of watching news with all the bad news currently in the world. You can sit and play on your computer with Gift of Legacy. If you are committed, it won't be an issue. Right. Who else got questions here? Christina, do you want to add anything?
No, I'm just happy to be back in to be reachable more or less. So and thank you for everyone who sent messages because they were concerned. Nothing from my side today.
Yeah, your connection is now better. You're back home, so you can talk to us. Okay, if nobody else got anything, if you do have anything, shout, unmute yourself. I'm going to give you a few seconds if you want to say anything, if you want to add anything. All right, I'm going to close off. That same actor who told a story about the oak seed in a small pot had another thing that I found. He was a young student and his rent started falling behind, and he asked his mother to assist. And she said to him, go read your Bible. 2 weeks later, the landlord got upset. His rent is not paid, and he went to visit his mother and said, Mom, I need money to pay my rent. I don't have enough money. She said, go read your Bible. Then he got an eviction notice, and he drove over to his mom, showed her the eviction notice, and she asked him, did you read your Bible? He said, yes. She said, you're lying. You didn't read your Bible. He went back to his place, and he took the Bible. And as he opened it, the first thing that fell out was 6 monthly rent checks for his rent. So that's how she knew he didn't read his Bible. He put 6 checks in his Bible to cover 6 months of rent. People, it's time you start going back to our roots. Some people attack me at times because they say I'm too spiritual. You all know what my belief is about the Creator or our Creator and how strong my faith is. I don't do anything without guidance from my Creator. And if you don't like it, then you don't belong in Gift of Legacy anyway. No airy-fairy stuff, basics. You've got a Creator who looks after us. And he said we will live in abundance. And if you don't understand abundance, I had a conversation with Andrew this morning. And he asked me, what is abundance? Abundance is not to be rich. Abundance is to have everything that you need for your survival. Abundance is to have compassion in your life, to love your neighbor. Right, that's all for today. Unmute yourself, shout bye. Recording will be up in 20-25 minutes, depending on upload speed.
Thanks, Stefan.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Stefan.
Bye-bye. Then. Right, did everybody shout? Are we all off?
Bye, Stefan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Benita.